Hey Blazers, this episode is brought to you by Audible.com, an Amazon company. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/Blaze Entertainment or visit the sponsor and supporters links on our website at entertheblaze.com. With over 180,000 titles to choose from your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Now, let's start the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's start the party. Locked in to the hottest station on the planet.
What's going on, Blazers? We are back with another episode of Blaze Entertainment. I'm your host, Kwame, joined by the beautiful, the melanin proficient, the why does she have a fucked up face on?
Because that smells
Miss
funny. I'm so like,
what's up, girl?
I need to clean out my fridge. Like, it just was like a waft
of weirdness.
Yeah,
I didn't fart, I promise you.
Okay. Like,
well, Miss Free, it is the last episode of 2017 because we go on holiday break. Like,
oh yeah.
Wow.
I'll see you guys next year.
Yeah, right. Lots to talk about today. First off, let's start with the phrase of the week.
Well, the phrase of the week is cushioning.
Cushioning. Okay.
And it means a dating technique where, along with your main piece, you also have several cushions with other people that you'll chat and you'll flirt with to cushion the potential blow of your main breakup and not leave you alone.
That sounds like a hotation.
Cushioning. That's what it's called, sir.
This sounds like a hotation to me.
They literally said, yeah, I don't think it's going that well with Dave. Luckily, I've been cushioning with Pablo and Gary.
Ooh, okay, Pablo and Gary.
People always say don't put your eggs in one basket while you're dating. So, you know, if you're like
if you're in a relationship
or whatever, take the eggs out, girl.
Yeah.
Cushioning.
Cushioning. So this was supposed to be a joint episode, so sorry you guys, but Hope Giselle and 50 could not be on today for scheduling reasons, so we are going to finish this year off.
Which is us, me and you.
Yes.
It's me and you.
Baby. Okay.
I know, I've been MIA, huh?
Yeah, you have.
Well, good thing I'm here now. Everything's under control.
Thank God for Hope covering you that day.
Things were happening.
Yes, you were in
Circus du Soleil.
Yes, you did Circus du Soleil or Circus Soleil. What did you see? Was it Luzia or Lazia?
Luzia? I don't know how to pronounce it. They said it a couple thousand times, but I forgot.
But that's what you saw, right?
Luzia, I guess.
Yeah.
Mexico.
How was it?
It was beautiful.
Yeah. I want to see Ka. Ka is another one of the shows which is in Vegas.
Yeah, I want to see one in Vegas.
We should go.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely VIP experience because that was importante.
Always. And then let's see here. We did that. The Spotlight Awards are going on. They're going to be announced on Saturday, I believe. Mm-hmm. Well, we get this releases on tomorrow, so Friday. So yes, it will be the Spotlight Awards winner will be announced on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And then I believe the Blaze Awards or the Blazer giveaway is starting next week. It's starting tomorrow. We were a little late on that. There's a lot going on. There's a lot in preparation for the 1 year anniversary for Pyro Media, which is January 5th.
She's coming along.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then the other podcast that I'm on, I'd Rather Not podcast. Shout out to my other co-host, Christy. Just got on iHeartRadio. So whoop whoop.
Yay!
Whoop whoop.
That's good.
Doing big things with the podcast up in here. We're still on Spotify. We just, we got on iHeart a couple of months after we started with Blaze. So it's nice to see, our shows, going on. Moving on up to the east side. We finally got a piece of the pie. This is why I don't sing. Anyway, so shout outs. No, highlights. Highlight of the week. I would like to highlight, let's see. There was a podcast. Actually, no. I'm going to highlight the read. These past couple of weeks, I've been really listening to the read heavily and listening to like some of their old shows. And like Smell and Taste was hilarious. One of my favorites from them. But yeah, I've just been really like, listening to them and kind of like using that to focus at work. So I'm gonna shout out our hero podcast, The Read. Okay. What else? Oh, let's move on to shout outs then.
Yes.
Shout out goes to, you want to go first?
I really don't have any, but I think that we should shout out Issa Rae.
Of course.
For coming out with, I think it was 2 HBO.
She has 2 HBO shows that are coming out works. In addition to Insecure.
Yes.
Because bitch, she is just glowing up.
Shout out goes to Issa Rae for doing the damn thing. Yes. I think the first one, what was the first one? One is about a bisexual black man.
Yes. She's working on a show about the love life of a bisexual black man. Which is working genius.
On the show. Because I don't know how I feel. And I'm going to say, I don't know how I feel. When I first read it, I was just kind of like, well, I hope they have like a bisexual black man on the show.
Like an actual one.
Yes, helping write the show, because it would just be weird if it wasn't.
But
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm wondering if she is going to. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. I want to get more information on it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that.
No, I'm saying for me.
I would appreciate
an actual
someone that can write it. I know she's gonna make it funny regardless.
Right.
But it's just kind of like, it's almost like a straight. No, that's too extreme. But I would prefer someone who is bisexual help her with the show.
I think she would. I think it's important to kind of get that perspective, because she's not a bisexual black man, so she wouldn't know that experience.
Right.
Just like a white man writing about a black woman's experience is not okay. Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So I think that she would, I think she would research that and take. I would hope, that she would do that. But I'm looking forward to it because I feel like there's not enough black gay men representation, and if there is, it's porn. You know what I mean? Like it's not like
there's not a gay black man on TV that I know.
No, not that I know of. It's always it's either white gay men or
bisexual black man,
or even bisexual. Yeah, I have seen very little bisexual representation, black men representation.
And then the second one was something about Black Beverly Hills. I can't remember. What was it about? Remember. It was something about it's going to take place in Windsor Hills in Los Angeles.
Okay.
The Black Beverly Hills.
Okay, cool. Okay. Let's see here. That's really
it.
Yeah. Oh, California inducts the nation's first all LGBT city council. California always does it.
That's cool.
It's California. It's always been progressive. I want to give a shout out to our sis Angela Rye for being fucking hilarious.
So funny
when Omarosa and her stupid ass
got that after,
Yeah, because that's
shout out Angela Rye.
Yes, we'll talk about Omarosa. We're going to talk about Omarosa later. But yes, Angela Rye is the queen of petty, and I love it.
Yes,
and she does it with such classy ratchet. So yes,
shout out goes to my homegirls,
yes.
The classy rachetas.
Yeah. Yes. So I think that is it. That's all I have. Oh, shout out to hold on, I gotta pull this up. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm not prepared. Let's see. A grandmother and granddaughter graduated together from Chicago State University, and her granddaughter saw her grandmother as a huge inspiration as they both went through and graduated at the same time. I think that's fucking amazing. For both of them to be going through like that. That was absolutely awesome. Mm-hmm. So shout out to them. I don't have any more information. It's not giving me all of this. I didn't really go into detail and try to find it.
That's fine. Yeah. We can move on.
Yes. That is all I have for the shout outs. But we have a lot of petty world news to talk about, so we will be right back.
Be right back.
Hey guys, this episode is brought to you by Pyro Media Network. Pyro Media Network is a progressive moving platform to give a voice to those who feel don't have one. Social injustice, equality concerns, and more are just a few reasons why PMN is needed. For more information about Pyro Media Network, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.
And we're black.
Yes.
With the petty world news.
Petty time.
Stuff.
Okay, ladies, now let's see information. Okay, ladies, now let's see information. I'm petty slave, tickle, you get eliminated.
Yeah.
Things.
So much shit's going on.
And dumb people.
Yes.
Do you want to start?
Ladies first.
Omarosa.
Oh my fucking God.
Picking up where we left off. Hey, girl.
Hey, bitch.
When Angela Rye did that shit, I cackled hard.
But what I even cried about the most, because I wasn't prepped for it, because she's like, I'm gonna do what you guys can't do, and what April is too good to do, and I'm just going to be petty. And then
Omarosa tried to say, well, she resigned. No,
bitch, you were fired.
You were
fired and escorted.
You were ex-nay out of that White House.
Right, because you know what they said? You tried to get too big for you. You thought you were a white lady. That's what you thought. You thought wrong, and then you forgot to look in the mirror and take a bitch. You were not white, girl. You still a nigga to them.
Right.
Okay. And
you was always a nigga.
Always.
Never gonna be nothing else.
Nothing gonna change. And now your ass is niggered.
Looking dumb.
Right.
Looking stupid.
Right. And you can sit on right over there with Stacey Dash and fucking Tina Campbell's and what was the other
Steve
bitch?
Harvey.
Steve Harvey. He's tilted. He hasn't fully gone.
I'm done with that man. In general, Steve Harvey gets put in that group too. Just slide him over, pick him up, put him over. He's over the line. Toss him over there.
I'm done with all of them. Yeah. What else we got? Do we need to even talk any further? Because I really don't care about Omarosa.
I know I'm done. I just thought it was, a good karma.
Yeah. But this just goes to show, that when you stop treating your own people like shit and making it seem like you were bringing on all these like type of like black votes and stuff like that, you didn't do any of that.
Bitch, you not our leader.
No.
Our leader is Beyonce and President Barack Obama.
Yes, he's still my president.
Exactly. That's why I said President Barack Obama. The president.
Right. Of my life.
Yes.
Right. So yeah.
Okay.
That's all I got for that bitch.
Yeah, fuck her.
Yeah. So the Republicans passed their tax reform bill.
We're fucked.
Yeah.
So are 18 million Americans. They're gonna lose it. Is it 18 or 3 million? I can't remember. It's a good chunk.
It's a good chunk. It's not 3 million. It's not 3 million. It's a lot. I don't have the exact numbers because I don't want to
lose their health insurance.
They're gonna lose a lot. They're gonna lose a lot. And what's funny is
because if they got rid of the individual mandate,
right. And that's how they slip that little shit in because nobody's paying attention. Mm-hmm. They don't even know what's in the bill. In the first fucking place when they first did it, they had to redo it the next day because of because it didn't pass Senate rules, or that it violated Senate procedures and certain rules or whatever. I don't know the whole story in it, but they had to vote on it after it passed. They had to vote on it again because it didn't pass Senate rules. But that's my whole thing. It had you guys taken the time to actually do this and focus on it and really like make a huge like do studies and polling and bring in the Democrats in there and make it a bipartisan petition or bipartisan legislation, we wouldn't have this issue, you know. But no, you just want to do what the fuck you want to do and focus on your constituents or not even your constituents. You want to focus on your base and your corporations and your lobbyists, the people that you said you were going to clean the swamp in. There's that. So now you're gonna learn. And I want to know, and they're so busy. They want to They want to roll this out. Their goal is to roll this out Jan 1st. What
year?
Of 2018, bitch.
No, they're not, bitch. Ain't nothing happening in the next 2 weeks.
Now, when we file our taxes, we're still going to file it the same way that we did. For the 2008, that doesn't count. That won't affect our 2017 taxes, but it will affect our 2018 taxes. But the problem is that with this new legislation, it completely changes how we do our tax system. It completely changes the system. So are we going to be using the same W-9s? Are we going to be using the same W-2s? Like all of that has been asked and questions have been asked by different governors in different states and different, like how, and even those who don't want to claim their 2018 tax credits and stuff like that, they want to put it into their 2017. Is that allowed? Nobody's answering these questions, but had you waited and focused on these questions and before the rollout, you would have known this. Just like what they did with the fucking travel ban. When they first rolled that shit out, nobody understood what the fuck. You blaming it. You banned every bitch. You know what I'm saying? There was people who are still out, our citizens that are still out there that can't bring their families home because you put a ban in.
Stupid.
Dumb. But, you know, I don't know nothing. I'm not a politician. What do I know? But I tell you what, 2018 is going to be a reckoning for that Congress. That's all I'm saying.
The Senate.
The whole
and
Congress.
The House.
Yep.
And I'm here for it. November.
A reckoning.
Oh, it's the 6th of November.
Yes,
Remember the 6th of November.
Yes. I like that.
It was based off that movie, V for Vendetta.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a good movie.
It was.
Watch it, y'all. Anyway, what else we got?
So I saw something online that kind of was like a reach, and I thought I'd just bring it up very quickly. Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. So on the Shade Room, they had posted like a screenshot of Nicki Minaj's Twitter that says, "I'm glad y'all peeped." And basically the next two images after that was of Cardi B rapping in one of her new songs or someone's new song. And I forgot what the other image was. But anyways, they were basically saying how some of Nicki Minaj's fans think that Cardi B is copying Nicki because she's making the same facial expressions and singing in her rap songs. Nicki Minaj fans, Barbies, I'm gonna gather y'all really quickly, just really quick. That is a reach if I've ever seen a reach before. And you can't say that Cardi B is copying Nicki Minaj when, let's be real, Nicki Minaj copied Lil' Kim. You can't say that. Right. That's dumb as fuck.
Oh my God.
So I would appreciate it if y'all leave these two women alone, Miss Nicki and Miss Cardi B.
But didn't Nicki agree with it?
I don't know what the fuck this tweet is saying, but I would just appreciate it if y'all just shut the fuck up about these two women. Can't they just be in the same space and be their own artists? Like, I don't understand. That's like saying saying Rihanna is copying Beyonce because they sing the same way, or whatever. That's a reach because obviously we all fucking know Rihanna doesn't sing the same way as Beyonce. But what
bothers me is like these barbs, and even in the Beehive. Like, don't get me wrong, I am a Beehive member. Okay, like I am there, but I am there for Beyonce. I live her down. But these fan groups, these stands, sometimes they don't like. You don't see, especially black stands. You don't see this shit in white groups. Like when they
you don't know that.
They don't advertise this shit.
You don't know
they
that.
Don't sit there and
just
drag.
Because you don't follow it, like the Miss Taylor fans and the Miss Selena Gomez fans, just because you don't follow that shit does not mean that they're not sitting there doing it. Let's be real.
But let me explain something to you. My whole thing is this: we can't do what the fuck they're doing.
What you mean?
We don't need to be doing what the fuck they did. The thing with these girls is that it's already hard for black women to even come out into this industry and be successful and be taken seriously. So then why are we as fans going to sit there and make it even harder for them and cause beef with them?
I'm not causing beef or nothing. I don't think.
No, not you. I'm saying like just fans as in general with these
I just
fans.
think it's dumb in general.
Like what is this
like
copying?
That was a reach. Like, why can't two female rappers exist in the same space without it having to be this whole competition? That's just my thing.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with the little friendly competition. That's great or whatever. But why does it have to be that
this
all
cutthroat
the
thing?
Right.
It's too much. Stupid.
Anyways.
Yeah. Let's see here. I actually want to talk about this. Actually, no. I'm gonna save that.
What?
No. I'm gonna save it. You go next. Yeah.
Girl, remember that bitch that we talked about over at the university was rubbing tampons and shit on that black girl's backpack? Remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So, it turns out that she won't be facing any criminal charges, and she pleaded not guilty.
Wow.
Are you surprised?
I'm fucking surely
I'm not surprised.
Surely not surprised.
And the fact that it doesn't surprise me is what irks me.
Right.
That's why I was like, bitch, how you even saying that you're not guilty if you said that you were guilty in a fucking Instagram post?
They had video. They had her on Instagram. They had her admitting it, written, verbally, everything. And it doesn't matter.
A felony hate crime. That's what she should have been facing.
Right.
Y'all be getting off real slick. Anyways, I just had to bring that up quickly. But yeah, I'm done talking about it.
Yeah.
But don't let me catch that little girl in the streets because I'm going to give her some words.
I actually want to talk about something that you posted on your personal Facebook.
What
you posted. No,
I don't remember.
Nothing bad that you did.
Oh.
No, it wasn't you that did it.
I'm about to
you
get
posted
red
something. No. You posted something. It was a. I believe it was a news piece or whatever, or report, and how they were talking about real estate in Compton. And it bothered me because the way they were talking about it was like, oh yes, Compton is really safe and blah blah.
It's coming up
and
in the neighborhood.
It's coming up. This is a great
people
place.
People are buying these really cheap houses,
really
and
nice
flipping
houses.
them, and then these safe neighborhood.
And what bothers me about it is that the way they're marketing it, it's not marketing to minorities.
Right.
So that is letting me know and signaling to me that is gentrification in and of its fullest.
Right.
And I have a fucking problem with it.
Right.
Because I already see too many white people in the areas that we are in right now.
Say it.
Okay. And I'm sick of it. And it's nothing. It's not that I don't want to mingle with white people. Okay. But what I am saying is that when you come into our spaces and you demand that we need to do something according to what you think it needs to be, we've been here forever. Right. Okay. And I'm a transplant. I'm a transplant from California, but I know where I need to be. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna stay where I know somebody. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna stay in areas where I know people and where it's close to my melanin. Mm-hmm. Okay. But what bothers me is that gentrification is a really real thing and people don't really get it until it's too late. Right. And so when you start having your own life and you live in your culture and you're surrounded by people that you know and you say hi and you go on the stoop, on your porch or whatever, and you hanging out, you wave hi to your people and you're smoking your cigarette or you're smoking your weed or you're doing whatever, you're drinking your wine or whatever you're doing that make you feel you need to relax on your porch that you bought, okay, that you pay for, okay, and then some bitch comes around and says, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. Who the fuck are you, Becky, to come up in my motherfucking space, in my motherfucking land, that this is my house that I've paid for, around with my people in the community that I belong to, and you're going to come up here and tell me what I need and need not do? I think not. I think you need to check yourself, Becky, with the good hair. Okay, I think you need to check where you are before you get your ass whooped. And that's my problem. It's when people come in there and start calling police and they start trying to clear people out, and people that it just irks me. And then you're going to start raising rent and so you can push people out when people have been there for decades.
Right.
Or you're going to try to buy people out of their homes that they have had and that is the only thing that they own to their name that nobody can take away from them. But you're going to try to put pressure on them by giving them money because you know that they're struggling.
Right.
And then when you come into space, instead of you as people who you're saying that we're just trying to bring up the community. You're trying to bring up the community for your people. You're trying to assimilate the situation, assimilate the land for your needs.
See,
you're not trying to bring it up. You're not giving jobs to the people of color. You're not giving jobs to other. You're not pouring money into schools for that area for the minorities in that area. You're not going up fixing parks for kids so they can go and play. You're going there clearing out shit and putting Walmarts and shit in there and big ass fucking superstores so that way you can go and kick out the mom and pop stores that can't pop stores that can't afford shit. And you want to put in Sizzlers and shit, and so that way when Uncle Tom and his fried chicken was over there, who's been there for fucking years, was sitting there doing shit, you want to sit there and clear his ass out when they've been there for fucking years. And you want to clear out the fucking bodegas and fucking grocery stores and corner stores and shit, and fucking put in goddamn quickie marts and shit, and it's just bullshit.
See, the thing about, and I think Spike Lee did a great example of this in his show, She's Gotta Have It. The thing that irks me the most about gentrification is that when outsiders come into a community and the people who've been in that community the police are being called on them, and they've lived there forever. Everybody in the neighborhood knows them, but all of a sudden you get here
and you have a problem.
Bitch. Right. If you have a problem, you can go back to that neighborhood where you came from.
Right.
If you have a problem.
Right.
That's the thing that irks me. You come to these neighborhoods acting like you own the goddamn place. That entitled bullshit is what gets on my fucking nerves the most. Like, you can move here, chill, whatever the fuck, I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is everything that it comes with. Right. It comes with the entitlement. It comes with, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind white people moving into black neighborhoods. I don't care. Like, girl, whatever.
I don't mind that.
I mind everything that comes with it, which I think that a lot of the times white people or other people don't see at all. So that's my issue of the whole thing, the entitlement, as if you were here all along. No, bitch, you weren't. We established a community that you don't belong in, and you want to come here talking crazy. Right. No.
Right. So there's that. Anything else?
No.
I think that's all I got. We'll be back with the are we doing reviews today?
I think we should, just really quick.
Yes.
Really quick.
Is it reviews next or listen? Yeah, no, reviews. We'll be back with the reviews.
This episode is brought to you by one of our new sponsors, We Buy Black. We Buy Black is an online marketplace for Black-owned businesses to showcase and sell their products to a global community. What drives We Buy Black is a community of creative entrepreneurs who use We Buy Black to sell their products, thousands of shoppers who believe in supporting these entrepreneurs to affect social change, and committed staff of We Buy Black. Visit pyromedianetwork.com or entertheblaze.com for our sponsor direct links. It's time to support Black businesses. Now let's get back to the show.
And we're back with the reviews.
Talk about some shit.
Yes.
The Walking Dead.
Yes. We now we know that The Walking Dead has been
dry as fuck.
Well, we'll get there. The Walking Dead is we're past a couple of weeks since the mid-season finale, but we want to talk about it because we have words. So let's do a quick little recap of the and spoiler alert, because now we have been told that we have to announce prior to us doing spoilers.
Who said that?
We'll talk about that. Who said that?
Who said that?
We'll talk about that after.
Who said that?
But we had a letter that was sent to the network. Yes. Stating that if we can announce that there are spoilers prior to us putting in spoilers. So, Spoiler alert. Here we go. Season 8, mid-season finale, episode 7. The episode title is How It's Gonna Be. It was directed by Michael E. Satrazimus. Yes. And written by...
That's not how you say his name. I don't fucking know what it's not.
How do you pronounce it?
I don't know, but I know that's not it.
I'm so sorry.
Stop.
Okay.
What's his first name?
Michael.
That's
going to be it. Okay. And then it was written by David Leslie Johnson and Angela Kang. Okay. So, quick little recap here. Eugene's plan allows the Saviors to escape, and separately, the Saviors waylay the... I don't know what that means. Waylay the Alexandria, Hilltop, and Kingdom forces. The Scavengers abandon Rick, leading him to return to Alexandria. Ezekiel ensures that the Kingdom residents are able to escape before locking himself in the community with the Saviors. Negan attacks Alexandria, but Carl devises a plan to allow the Alexandria residents to escape into the sewers. So, thoughts?
Dry as fuck.
Okay, so this season has been very lackluster.
It's very
I'm
lackluster.
a little disappointed, especially the last couple episodes, because when in the season before season 7, it was like, bam, here's like, bullshit.
Yeah.
Here's like a whole bunch of shit for you to take in and digest throughout the entire season. So even if there was like little lackluster episodes, you still had that bam of a moment to still process for the entire fuck ass season. This season has been really slow.
Dry.
Yes.
That's the best word I can
That's the best word. It's dry. I don't understand what's happened. I don't know what's going on. Some episodes are like, yes, okay, cool. They have moments.
Moisture.
Yeah, it's like shea moisture. And like I just feel like it could be, we need something else. I need the Negan saga to finish.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I love Negan. I think Negan's a great character because he's been one of the most hated characters in the show. But he plays it so well, and he's low-key sexy. But I'm ready for this arc to be done, and I think that it's been dragged on for a really long time.
Same.
It's how I felt with the prison season. Like I felt like they were at that prison for way too long.
I like the prison season
with the governor and everything.
Was that the governor?
The governor was the prison season was with the governor.
I hated the governor because he was lackluster. He was
right. You know,
but I like that season to me is better than this current season.
I will agree. I will say that. And I love I'm a little disappointed in some of the character development though. Like I feel like some of the characters are at a standstill in terms of character development. Like for instance, like Daryl. Like I just feel like he's just an enforcer now. You know what I'm saying? And as we started to get to know Daryl in these coming seasons, like I felt like you got to get some character development with him. You got to understand his personality a little bit more. There was engagement. And in this season, I just felt like he was just a hitman, a gun guy, and it kind of bothered me. Eugene needs to die. Like I just need him to die. And I want him to die a slow, painful death. And I would prefer if I can personally torture him my damn self. Like I just am sick and tired of fucking Eugene. And like I'm just tired of him. Like I've never been. I think I dislike him more than I dislike Negan, because you see Negan. Negan is who he is.
I like Negan. I like that I dislike Negan. I dislike Eugene. I
almost hate him. I almost hate Eugene because he's such a punk ass bitch. And I just like in the beginning, I was like, okay, Eugene's just a pussy. Like I understand, but even pussies tougher. They take a pounding, and I just feel. I'm just saying that I feel like Eugene is just really the scum of the earth at this point in time, because he is not loyal to no one, and he is just all about. And I get self-preservation, but he's just a little. he's disgusting.
I don't have too many words about this season, to be quite honest with you. The only plot twist that I saw was when, just fast forwarding over all the bullshit,
Right.
was when Carl showed that he got bit, which I think happened in a previous episode when he was fighting the walkers with the guy that he found. What's his name? You know, when he was in the woods and he was feeding him or whatever, and he said, I'm going to bring you back to Alexandria. So they saw those walkers. I think it happened in that moment.
No, it happened in the last episode.
When?
When he was no, there wasn't. They never showed a specific time of when he was bitten, but that bite was fresh.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like it just happened because had it happened when he picked up that guy, he would have been dead. Because
not necessarily.
It takes, but you would have started to see him sick. He was healthy,
but not if. Well, no, because it's a slow thing. It's not a quick thing.
Right, but you would have seen sweat and all that stuff or whatever.
I'm saying not if how they're timing the show. If he was in the woods with that guy one day before Negan came to, like, things happen very slowly in this fucking show. So if he got bit, like in terms of timing, if he got bit like a day or maybe 2 days before Negan came, then that would make sense as to why he wanted Negan to just fucking kill him in the first place, because he was already bitten then. He couldn't have been bitten because remember he falls off the motherfucking rooftop thing. I forgot how he falls, but he fucking falls and then he's like walking around or whatever. I think the reason why he wanted Negan to kill him is because he already knew that he was bit, not he got bit on the way to the fucking sewer.
Well, here's the thing.
That's just my opinion. I'm just saying.
People might not like me for what I'm about to say, but I was very happy when they saw him bit because I've been wanting. I am so sorry.
Oh my God.
Not sorry. I've been wanting Carl to leave the show for a long time because he's fucking useless. And he is a useless character. He causes fuck ass issues. And it just he irritates me.
This would be like a good time, and I don't like Carl either. I'm gonna give you that. But this would be a good time to kind of introduce something of the nature of like maybe trying to find a cure or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be a good time to start doing that now.
Yes. Something like, something that you said because we and thanks for those who joined in on the live tweets. We love you guys when you guys like tweet with us and all that stuff, whatever. That was really fun. But something that you said in one of the times when I think it was the last episode when we were watching it, you said something that really I think needs to happen. But like you were talking about, like we're always talking about the apocalyptic nature of where we're at, and yes, we're in the zombie apocalypse. Yes, we are. We know that everybody's damn near dead. Yeah. But can we do something else? Yeah. Like instead of just trying to survive, like can we figure out? Yeah. Can we figure out? Where we're going to go? Right. Can we figure out a sanctuary that we're going to actually hold and keep? You know what I'm saying? And I understand that they try to do that with Alexandria and the Hilltop and all the stuff or whatever. But I'm sure they're going to get to that after Negan dies or whatever. But there just seems to always be an enemy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, I need something else. Like, that fucking helicopter that Rick saw?
Where the fuck did the helicopter come from?
Can we do something with that? Like, was it going? It was going that way. Maybe we should kind of check out what that way was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Something else. Something needs to happen. Stop needing to be so
go to a different country. Something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm tired.
I'm just tired of this.
It's the same shit.
I'm watching it because I'm loyal.
That part.
And I need to just finish it. And I need to see Negan die.
I'm waiting.
Crucial.
It's crucial. Die. It's crucial and needed.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah. I'm just not gonna miss Carl.
I don't know. I just personally I wanted to see Carl go in a quick way. Quick. Kind of like how Glenn did.
I don't dislike Carl. I don't dislike Carl. I just find him super annoying and useless. Like I don't see that he's not he's not an integral part of the show.
Okay, well that's fair.
Like you're just there with your hat and your eye patch. Like you just sitting there doing nothing. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I mean, he's just a glorified babysitter to me. Like, just watch his sister.
Oh no, where is the sister? Like, she just disappears.
Not gonna be near his bitten ass. So that's all keep that child away from him.
But that was the only plot twist.
When it happened,
I didn't see Carl dying for a very long time.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
Yeah. And I also didn't see Ezekiel letting himself be captured.
Oh, I did.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that didn't surprise me at all.
I didn't see that. But I thought it was very noble. And he's still my zaddy.
Right.
Anyway. Anything else?
Nope.
I think that's it. Let's take a break and we'll be back with the listener letters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. We need to rate it.
Oh. 4.
Damn. I'm going to give it a 5.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to give it an even.
I have like just
halfway.
It hasn't made me. The show hasn't made me excited.
Overall season
4.
Maybe overall
even
season
5.
4. Overall season, I'll give it a 6.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's generous.
All right, we'll be back. Hey Blazers, we want to hear from you. Have a TV show or movie suggestion you want us to review? Need some advice or an opinion on an issue you're having? Want to tell us how you're feeling about the show? Then send in a listener letter by visiting www.entertheblaze.com and going to our contact tab. One of your letters can be read on air. Thank you all for your support. And we're back with the listener letters.
Yes.
Don't forget you can go to our website, which is www.entertheblaze.com, where you can go to our listener letter section and fill out a listener letter form. Miss Free, take it away.
Okay, guys. It feels like I haven't done this in ages. Okay.
It has been a while since we read listener letters.
Yes. Let me think. Which one do we want to do? Okay, I'm going to do this person. Okay.
Read as many as you can because it's going to be done for the new year.
Well, they're 2 very long ones.
Oh, okay.
So the first one is from Ralphie.
Hello, Ralphie.
And they're from Alabama. His question reads, or his statement, "Hi, Kwame and Miss Free. I am from the South, and I understand the rural voter. I wanted to bring some perspective on some of the topics you have mentioned in some of your episodes. I get that you don't like President Trump. Your President Trump. Yours. That's me saying your President Trump.
Okay.
That's not him saying.
Okay.
Your President Trump.
Right, not mine.
Mm-hmm. I also understand that you both are liberal, so your views are leaning. I would like to invite you to walk in someone else's shoes. Imagine you are a middle-class parent and work hard every day to provide for your family. You are in a town or part of the country that doesn't get a lot of tourism. So you come home every day with the insurance premiums that are so high that it takes away income from your family. Paying the mortgage becomes tougher and tougher every month. You have a difficulty moving up in your job because you don't know if your industry that you are trained and worked for in most of your life is going to be around. You have a history and culture that you feel is being threatened. What would you do? You can't trust the government because they have literally forgotten all those towns and areas because they are not tourist attractions. What would you do? Wouldn't you go to a politician who at the very least went to your town and spoke to you about your problems? I just wanted to shine some perspective on the situation that I think a lot of elitists and Democrats are not listening to. I am a Republican, and yes, I listen to your show. And no, I did not vote for President Trump. God bless, Ralphie. Well, Ralphie, thanks for being on the less extreme side of some of these letters that we get from Republicans.
Right.
I guess. I kind of see where you're coming from, Ralphie, but here's the thing, Ralphie, that I don't think that you're understanding about this whole situation, okay?
Go in it.
So I'm going to tackle it one by one. I'm going to cover it one by one. Okay, so your first one was about being a middle-class parent and work disappearing from your town. Now, that has nothing to do with what we're trying to accomplish. Let me just say that first and foremost. The reason why your jobs are being taken away from your town is because you're putting motherfuckers in office like President Trump, a lot like President Trump, who are outsourcing your jobs to other countries.
That part.
That's the motherfucking problem.
That part.
So if you don't want that to happen, what Republicans and Democrats or, whatever need to start doing is to start voting for people who are going to stop outsourcing jobs to other countries, or at least put in legislation to stop that from fucking happening.
Right.
Let's be fucking real.
Right.
Now, the only reason why some Republicans feel like their jobs are being taken from them is because they're being misdirected.
Right.
First and foremost, they're blaming what Republicans, these fucking politicians are doing is they're blaming Latinos, they're blaming Black people, they're blaming Asian people, and that makes you mad. And I get that makes you mad because you are misdirected. You have been misinformed to think that people of color are taking your motherfucking jobs.
Right.
Which is not the motherfucking case. What is happening is that motherfucker that you just put in office like a fucking dumbass took your job, said, "Ha, bitch, got you. I'm about to make a profit, flip it, and sell it outside of the country."
Right.
It has nothing to do with Black and brown people.
And what they're doing is they're going to give those jobs that you have, that you've been working hard for, and because you are an American and there's rules and regulations for wages and stuff like that, and that you have to get paid a certain amount.
Right.
They can go ahead and pay, instead of paying you $10 an hour or $12 an hour, whatever your minimum wages in your area, they can go ahead and give it to $5 an hour, if not
even
$3 an hour,
not even
or
that.
$1.
Not even that.
To countries outside.
Not even that.
So it's cheaper.
Right. So that's what you should be mad about.
You remember when you be calling Spectrums and you be hearing all types of people that don't sound like they know where fucking Crenshaw is, okay? Or when you're calling AT&T or any of these other damn places that don't know what the fuck's going on in your land,
right? Because
they're not they're being outsourced.
So first and foremost, you're blaming the wrong person. You're not going to blame the Indian guy that's on the phone with you from AT&T. That's who you're not going to blame, because he needs to do what the fuck he needs to do to provide for his family. Okay, first and foremost, what you need to start doing is start blaming these politicians who are taking away your job, your hard-earned money to outsource to other people, like the Indian guy in the fucking thing. A matter of fact, they're not even paying that Indian guy well enough any motherfucking way. That's another issue.
Right. and let me explain something to you. The jobs that were taken away from a lot of, like, for instance, like the coal industry, we're in a new... It's going to be 2018 in a week. Okay, what the fuck are we still doing with coal? You said, and what pisses me off is that a lot of these Midwest groups or Midwest countries, or excuse me, states, are always sitting there saying, oh, black men or black people are so lazy, and Mexicans are so lazy, and all they do is, take our jobs, and they're always complaining about what's going on with them or whatever. But then when we go and get an education, we get in debt for fucking $40,000 because we just spent $40,000 on a degree that we probably not even gonna use. Okay, I know I have 2 of them.
Right.
Okay, so like, so we get our jobs or whatever, and then there's no spaces for the jobs that we went fucking hugely into debt for, to get these fucking degrees, to get placed in the job that we're not even going to get anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're sitting there complaining about jobs that are not even in
here,
or not even here. And number 2, you're blaming us for those type of issues when you can be doing the same thing by going and get an education as well. Well,
the thing that I think a lot of these people who are in the Midwest and the South are not understanding is that we're on the same page.
Right.
Let's be real here. We agree with each other on some level. The only difference is that you hate me for whatever fuck ass reason, your own prejudices or whatever the fuck.
Right.
And that's where the motherfucking problem is. I agree with you. It sucks that your jobs are being taken away from you, that this is happening to your family. I agree with you. I totally understand that fact. But what you're not going to sit up here and do is blame other people and be racist as fuck and prejudiced as fuck to these people who had nothing to do with that.
Right.
You're misinformed. You have been misdirected. You have been misled by the white elite. That's what's happening. And it's been happening for centuries. Let's go. That's a little history lesson for you. Real brief. White poor people and black people, when the colony first happened, were getting together and they were starting to revolt against the rich white men. That's what fucking happened. In order to conquer and divide,
not white people, poor white people.
Right, poor white people. And in order to conquer and divide, what rich elite white people did was tell you that you're better than that black person, and you fell for the trap. Same shit is going on now, to be quite honest. Now, to your second part.
And just to add on to that, you're sitting here talking about how the coastal elites and all these Democrats are elitists or whatever.
Well, that's a different part. That's
oh, okay.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get there.
The second part. What would you do if you wouldn't go to a politician? Wait, let me read this again. You can't trust the government because they have literally forgotten all those towns and areas because they are not tourist attractions. What would you do? When did you go to a politician who you at very least went to your town and spoke to you about your problems? First of all, you just said that you can't trust the government. So what makes you think that you can trust a politician?
Right.
Regardless of the fact that they're coming to your town or not. What are they telling you?
Right.
You need to be like, pay attention to what the fuck. This is how Trump won. You need to pay attention to what the fuck they are telling you.
And not
and
just
a lot
what
of y'all
they're
didn't
telling you.
do that.
Well, no, the problem is that they did pay attention to what they were telling him, but they did not pay attention to what plans and actions that he was going to implement.
Boom,
and
bam.
what my problem is that with a lot of these politics, especially during elections, is that people do not read what's on their own websites.
Right.
People do not read the plans that they say that they're going to do. You can sit there and say whatever you want to me, but if I don't see it in writing and I don't get a chance to analyze your plans, that's how it's going to affect me in the long run and affect my community in the long run, then I don't want to fucking hear because all you're talking is shit to me. And a lot of people don't want to read those things because it's too long or it's too confusing or they don't want to pick up a fuck ass dictionary and find out what that fucking word means or Google something. Like, girl, you're not going to get a politician that is going to be super clean. I don't give a fuck who it is. Even Barack Obama was not super clean on everything. There were certain policies that he had that I personally didn't even agree with. Okay, but that's not the point. He was a hell of a lot better president than this motherfucking orange monkey.
And just because someone visits your town and talk about your problems, what
does that have to do with
are they
anything?
doing to fix your problem?
Right.
Besides fake promises and lies.
Right.
What are they doing besides bitching and complaining about things that don't even fucking exist that you believe?
Right.
So, anyways, the next part. I just wanted to shine some perspective on the situation, and I think a lot of elitists and Democrats, where you were getting to, are not listening to. I am a Republican, and yes, I listen to your show. Okay, whatever. This is the problem, Ralphie. A lot of Democrats have the same mind frame as Republicans.
Right.
Let's be really honest. And Ralphie, we on the same page. I don't trust the motherfuckers either, but what I will not do is let another President Trump into office ever again in my fucking lifetime, as long as I can prevent it. Because that was a fucking fluke. Right. Okay? So
you got us.
Everything President Trump wants to do, or everything that the Republican agenda wants to do, is not benefiting the country whatsoever.
Right.
And I'm not saying that Democrats are everything in a bag of chips. I'm not saying that, because some of the things they want to do is not beneficial for the country either. So let's be real here. So, but I will say, majority of the time, Republicans got me all the way fucked up.
Right.
They got the U.S. people all the way fucked up. Just like this fucking tax plan. You know what that's going to do, Ralphie? That's going to take away some of your coins, and you're going to be really mad after that.
Right. The trickle down theory.
Trickle down economics don't fucking work.
It does not work.
What trickle down? There's no trickle down. Nothing's trickling down.
It's already been attempted in the first fuck ass depression, and it didn't work.
Right.
It did not work.
So I hope that shines some light to you, Ralphie.
And on top of that, yeah, before we close on this, because and thank you, Ralphie, for sending this in and being respectful about it, because I appreciate it, because I do think that we need to have conversations, bipartisan conversations about this. And don't get me wrong, Miss Free and I are not Democrats. Okay, I
will consider myself a progressive.
Right, we're progressive.
I will do anything, sort of like what the black women did with what's his name?
Moore.
With Moore and Jones.
Right. Doug Jones, yeah.
I'm going to vote for the person that is not batshit crazy.
Right. Okay. But to go to the whole elitist thing, there's been this whole thing about, I think that people think that because people find LA, like California or New York or Florida, or I'm gonna say Florida, New York or California or even Seattle, or Washington rather, these quote unquote tourist attractions, and they think that because so many people come to it that we're living this luxurious lifestyle. No. And people don't understand that rent's fucking high.
It's a struggle.
There's a lot of people that have been living here, that were born and raised here, that don't even have that can't own homes. There are people. I remember when I was growing up, I knew people that were buying homes, not just renting homes. You can't buy a home out here, bitch. No. Okay, unless you have over $250,000. Yeah. Oh, not even $250,000. Excuse me, $500,000. That is at the very bare minimum for you. A 2-bedroom home is $500,000. $500,000 for what? You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy to me, but I digress. But the bottom line is, a lot of people have, especially things that I keep hearing about from Midwest country or states or whatever, and how that there's coastal elites and they don't understand, and we're so detached from reality, and we don't understand what they're going through. And I think that for a while I can understand why they feel that way, but I also feel like at the same time they're not understanding our positions too. They don't understand that rent is super high on it, and states like California pay the most in federal taxes. You know what I'm saying? So it's frustrating.
Which is only going to go up.
Which is only going to go up now, because now it's going to affect mostly blue states, and blue states are the ones that are the ones that bring in the most taxes for the federal income, with the exception of Texas, because Texas is another big state. Texas and California have the highest federal income that come in. But what bothers me is that they don't want coastal elites, quote unquote coastal elites, telling them what they need to do. But you just hired, or you just put in office Trump, who was from New York. You know what I'm saying?
Trump, who says he's going to drain the swamp, and then what he went ahead
hired all of the lobbyists
is went ahead and put billionaires and people who, mind you, are outsourcing your jobs to China,
right,
to India,
right,
to Africa. You got to be real here. Like, you need to, I feel like a lot of people need to open their motherfucking eyes and stop being misled to believe that minorities are the cause of all your motherfucking problems. And that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Anyways, are we done with this question? Yes. Thanks for writing, Ralphie.
Thank you.
All right, next question comes from Maddie.
Hello, Maddie.
She's from Long Beach.
California.
Okay. She says, "Dear Miss Free and Kwame, I vibe with y'all so hard. God bless you both for being my relief in my afternoon commute. Y'all know the California state. I live in Long Beach and commute to Mission Viejo."
Oh my God, girl. God bless you.
Pray for me. Yeah, I will. Anyway, I recently broke up with my boyfriend of 2 years, and he has been doing nothing but trashing me on his social media.
Oh, Lord.
I have tried my very best not to go off on him, but he doesn't take any responsibility for anything he did in our relationship. We had coffee a couple of weeks ago, and I apologize for the times I didn't listen to his problems and being so involved with my church that I didn't spend time with him. He didn't take responsibility for anything that I felt was an issue in our relationship. Yet he will message me sweet things, but then turn around and blast me on social media. I unfriended him, but then I have mutual friends who hit me up with his mess. I stopped following him on Snapchat. What should I do in this situation? I am trying to be classy and leave it alone, but I don't appreciate how he is making himself to look like he was a victim when I was taking care of his ass anyway. Should I be petty or no? Love, Maddie. Should she be petty?
You want me to answer
Yes,
this?
I do.
Maddie is her name?
Yes.
Queen, beautiful one. Let me explain something to you. Mind your business. Okay?
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about what the fuck's going on with this guy. And I understand that he is your ex. Mind your business. Mm-hmm. If he is not directly tagging you in these bullshit posts, mind your business.
Right.
Because guess what's going to happen? Tomorrow, you're going to wake up. And you're going to go about your life. And he's going to wake up. And he's going to go about his life. And
Still
he can
being
go
salty.
Still being salty.
And bitter for no motherfucking reason. And tell your bitch ass friends to stop telling you about this shit.
Right.
Like, you don't need to know.
That's what it is.
Right.
You need to, because me personally, I've had situations like that where I've broken up with people and then their friends or mutual friends or even their friends would message me and be like, hey, this is what so-and-so is saying.
Right.
And I just block them. That will instantly get you. But let me tell you something. Miss Free has said something in one of our shows before, in one of our episodes, block and delete.
Yes.
Okay? You need to block
And delete.
and delete.
Mm-hmm.
You need to block and delete.
I think she does that though.
Yeah.
She did that already though.
Right, but then you need to
But then you need to tell your friends.
stop
like I said,
messaging him.
Stop
Stop messaging him, and if it's causing you that much issues, just be like, hey, this is not working. I thought we could be cool, but your bitch ass friends keeps messaging me. Or you don't even have to say that.
Yeah.
Just block and delete.
Because what's gonna happen is that he's gonna be over there looking salty by him damn self.
Right.
Which is gonna make him look crazy, especially
Exactly.
if you're not even talking about it yourself.
None of your and honestly, if you're involved in your church or whatever you're doing, go about your life and keep doing you and focus on what you need to do, because all that's going to do is distract you from what your goals are and what you need to be doing. You ain't got time for it. So mind your business. If you want your black ass business, mind it. Mind it well. Sit on it. Rub it. Do what you need to. Wash it.
Right. I don't think you should be petty. I don't think you should be petty.
It's not worth it.
Two things. Tell your friends to stop tagging you or stop telling you about all the shit. Or message you about all the shit that he says. You don't need to do that. And if they're your real friends, they will stick up for you. You don't even need to talk about
that
anything.
part right there. That part right there is very important. When I realized very quickly, especially when I broke up when I break up with exes, that who my friends are, and because and you can have mutual friends. I still have mutual friends with some of my exes. You know what I'm saying? But they do not bring me their bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the ones that have brought me their bullshit, I have deleted, I have blocked, okay, and I don't have time for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I have so much shit to do. I don't have time to sit here and worry about what the fuck you're doing. You're an ex for a reason.
Right.
So let them be an ex. Bye.
And he'll look dumb. And eventually people are gonna be like, bitch, why the fuck you keep talking about her?
Right.
Like, can you shut up?
Right.
You know, like, bitch, she ain't talking about you.
Are you bored?
She not even worried. Girl.
Right.
Drink some water. Get your edges. Mind your damn business. Get your money and stop worrying about him. Don't even worry about him.
Let it go,
don't
girl.
Even worry about
go
him.
find you some new dick.
Yes.
Okay?
Oh, yes.
Right. Get your
Yes,
rotation on, girl.
Get right with the Lord like you've been doing.
Right.
Don't let nobody come between you and the Lord.
Right. You doing church and stuff, you better stay in church and mind your business. Mind your business. That's all I got to say, sis. Hang in there. Love you. Bye. Next.
Yeah. All right. That's all we got for tonight.
Okay. Because we gotta go.
Bye.
Bye. We'll be back with the vent session. Hey Blazers, check out Zarian Skin Science's Skin Zen product line. All the products in the Skin Zen line are made to reduce redness and irritation, and are great for even the most sensitive skin. I use it personally, and now I can't and won't use anything else. Visit colors.goboom.com and use offer code BlazeAtomic.
Welcome back to the vent session of our show.
I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So what?
AKA Kwame's Corner.
Shut up.
With 2 Ks. And
Not with
Kwame,
2Ks.
And Kwame has something to say, per usual.
Oh my God.
And I'm just gonna let him take it away. And I'll be right here. And writing. Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, I'm gonna have a conversation. I usually cuss out companies, and I'm gonna cuss out AT&T today.
Oh.
I wasn't gonna
new.
do it. I wasn't gonna do it, but they've tried me way too many times. And I switched from Spectrum. And for those who have not listened to that bit, it's one of Miss Freed's favorites.
My favorite bit. I go back and listen to it and crack up. I laugh all the way home. And it's about a 30-minute commute. I laughed for 30 minutes straight. And I know people were looking at me crazy like, why should, like, I mean, like, real nigga tears were slimming down my face. That was funny as fuck. But I'm going to let you have this one.
Okay. So I switched from Spectrum to AT&T Uverse, and I have just recently moved. Now I have AT&T Uverse, the home phone, internet, and that was it at the time. When I moved, I could not. Uverse was not supported, or they did not have Uverse available in the area that I was moving to, and so they offered me DirecTV because AT&T took over DirecTV, and I've always loved DirecTV. I think that it's a better brand. I think it's more upscale, and it's satellite. I love AT&T, or excuse me, DirecTV. So I said, sure, why not? Let's do it. Do it. Now, at the time, I was also switching cell phone companies. And so I was looking around, shopping around for cell phone companies. And so AT&T said, hey, since you have all these other products with us, we can also give you a cell phone, and then we will deduct major deductions on your other products that you have with us. I said, sure, why not? Now, I'm not going to get into the other fuckery that I got into with them when I got my cell phone, because they sent me the wrong cell phone, and it's in the notes, okay? That's all I'm going to say. It's in the notes. Keep that in mind, because I say this a lot. Because when I go and call a company, I ask them to put my information in the notes and why I called and what was resolved, because I want it in the notes. I want receipts. But I digress. So now we're fast forwarding to, let's say, recent. Okay. A couple of weeks ago. Now, mind you, I had Uverse equipment. I turned the Uverse equipment in. I called them a week later and said, hey, I know you guys told me that when with my equipment that I'm supposed to give it to FedEx or UPS. I was supposed to drop it off somewhere, but I gave it to the technician. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys received it. The lady clickety clacks on her phone, does her thing. Okay, she checks, she says, oh no, we actually received it, I have confirmation. I said, well, can you please put that in the notes? She said, sure. I said, no, I'll wait, because I want you to put it in the notes, and I need the confirmation number as well. So she waits, does her thing, puts the notes in there, and then she goes and gives me the confirmation number. Fast track into about a week ago. I go, and I'm being a good steward. I have been really good about paying my bills on time, and I think it's important because it's a godly thing to do. Okay? And I have paid my bills on time. And sometimes I ask for extensions because I'm looking at my bills. I'm like, I don't feel like paying it right now. I'll ask for extension, or I'll pay a week or so later. So I just paid this bill, and I look online because I see that my wireless bill, and I love it because I have all of my shit all in one. I have my internet, all of my utilities pretty much are all in one on the AT&T. Phone, internet, cell phone, all that. DirecTV, everything, all in one bill. It took me forever to get them to combine everything because they're fucking idiots. But I digress. Okay, so I go and I go on my AT&T thing, and I say, let me go and see what's going on with my DirecTV, see what's coming up, what bill's coming up next, because bills. We live in a world of bills. We're niggas. And so I go on there and I see, okay, my regular charges for my DirecTV. All right. I see my regular charges for my wireless phone. Wait, why does that say $375? That's never been any of my bills. Combined maybe, but I pay them at different times. So I've never seen a $300 and something bill except with Spectrum. So I got flashbacks. And so I'm immediately getting PTSD of Spectrum at this point in time, and I am pissed. So I go and check, and I see non-returned equipment. So I call them, and I wait a fucking 30 fucking minutes to be transferred to the loyalty department while I'm on hold for 30 fuck ass minutes, only to realize that they're closed. But you can transfer me anyway. Bet. I got you. So I wait another day, and I didn't call them the next day because I was too hot about it. I was still pissed. And I said, I'm going to wait. So I called them the next day. Okay, so I called them and I said, hey, so this is my issue. And I was super calm and I'm talking just like this. And I specifically talk like this because if I talk any louder, I'm going to cuss them out. Mm-hmm. So I said, hey, so I just noticed on my bill, I called a couple of days ago. I was transferred to your loyalty department and I was on the phone for 30 minutes only to find out that you guys were closed. But nobody told me that. Mm-hmm. So I wasted 45 minutes of my life. Just wanted you to know that. Mm-hmm. But moving on, I wanted to know why I have 2 separate charges for each of your non-returned equipment when I have a confirmation stating that I returned it. Mm-hmm. He goes, okay, let me go ahead and look that up. Oh, what's the confirmation number? Give him the confirmation number, everything. But can you hold for a minute? Not a problem, I'll hold. And so he comes back, he's like, okay, so I found the note where it says that you returned the equipment. I said, okay. Well, what would you like me to do?
Take off the $375 that I've been charged for. The fuck?
So you randomly just get people who call in to just say, hey, I have a charge on my bill and I just want you to figure it out.
Right.
Why the fuck you think I called? What you mean? What you want? What I think you should do about it? I want you to take them the fuck off if you've gotten the receipts that it was returned. Mm-hmm. So why am I being charged? So I said, okay. So I calmed down and I looked at the phone twice, and he was like, "Are you still there?" I said, "I don't know." Because what you said took me out. Yeah. I mean, I called because I didn't want to have fun and have a kiki with you on the phone. Right. I called because I have a problem, and I explained to you the said problem before you put me on hold, which I know in call center mode, because I used to work in a call center, that you would just put me on hold because you wanted to diddy that, or you were having a conversation with your coworker, and you wanted me to be placed on hold so you could finish that conversation and come back. So I get it. But my problem is that I told you the said problem, you put me on hold, you come back, and you ask me what you want me to do about the problem, even after you figured out what the fuck ass problem was and the solution to the problem was. Like, what you mean that I don't want random ass charges for $150 goddamn dollars for each of these goddamn equipment that I have returned that you got the confirmation for? What do you mean? What do I want? You think I'm rich, bitch? So he goes, oh, yeah, I guess that, we should probably take that off, huh? I said, I don't know. What you think? The fuck is wrong with you? So then he goes, okay, well, let me go ahead and transfer you to a loyalty department. I said, before you transfer me to the loyalty department, can you please call ahead and let them know what's going on? And or put them in the notes so that way when they pick up the phone, because I get transferred 4 billion times and I have to explain myself over and over and over again to the point where it becomes a fuck ass script. And I don't have time tonight. I am tired. I had a long ass day and I have been dealing with white people all day and I don't want to deal with more white people on the phone when I'm home. I am tired. So please call them or put it in my notes that that you are going to do what I asked you to do and these issues need to be resolved. Since you don't know why I called in the first place. Yes. So maybe if it's written down, people can read it beforehand. So he's like, okay, not a problem. So he transfers me, and the lady picks up, and she says, hi, how are you? And I said, the first thing I asked the person, I said, did you read the notes? There's no notes in there, sir. Okay. Did the person that transferred me call you and tell you what was going on? No, sir. Okay. So I'm going to tell you this right now. I need to speak to a supervisor, or you're going to get cussed out. And so she goes, well, maybe I can help you. I said, okay, you asked for it. So I cussed her ass out. And I told her, I said, let me explain something to you. I am sick and tired of when I call and I ask for help. See, this is the first time that I've ever had an issue with AT&T. And y'all motherfuckers get on my last goddamn nerve. And I don't think because I love DirecTV so damn much that I won't switch, bitch. Because it will be not a problem for me. And you're going to lose another fuck ass customer. Okay? I am sick and tired of every time that I call and you transfer me to 4-5 fucking thousand departments and you don't tell people what the hell's going on. And I have to tell people 4,000 times what's going on, and instead of you putting shit in the notes, you need to have better customer service. Fix it, Jesus. She goes, I am so sorry. I was like, I don't want to hear this call center script. I know it. I've been it. I wrote it. Okay? I need you to take off these fucking charges on my fucking account. And I'm cursing at this point in time because I'm fucking sick of y'all. Okay? So please take the fucking $150 and that other fucking $150 off of my fucking bill, or you all will get nothing. She says, well, we'll see what we can do. You do that.
You will do it.
You do that. So she puts me on hold, and I get hung up on. I'm done. I am done at this point. So at this point, it is 9-something at night, and I am done, and I am finished, and I'm finito, done. I have already told myself that tomorrow I'm going to call AT&T and I'm going to cut each and every one of their fuck ass services and I'm going to switch. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care if I have to go outside with antennas and fucking myself and walk around trying to figure out get a fucking reception and build a fucking satellite my goddamn self. I am done with AT&T. That's what I said. I promised myself. I told myself this is what's going to happen. And then I got on the phone and this sexy man said, hey, how can I help you? I'll say, oh, okay, well, you're sexy. So
Your voice is
your
sexy.
voice is
You don't
very-
know if he's sexy.
He sounded really sexy.
Okay.
So I said, sir, let me explain to you what's going on. He's like, well, let me go ahead and check your notes first before you know. I said, look at God.
Checking the notes.
Checking the notes. And you know what? I am not even surprised because it was a brother. And he was like, let me go ahead and check the notes before you even have to explain it. You know, let me go ahead and see what's going on first. I said, okay. Daddy. So he goes, he checks the note. He's like, so I see that there's charges in there, but I don't understand why the charges in there when I can see clearly 2 paragraphs down the confirmation for the returned equipment. I said, I know. So what are we going to do about this? He says, well, let me go ahead and see if I can get this taken off. I said, okay. So he goes and fixes it. He said, okay, Kwame, I'm going to go ahead and, is that okay if I call you Kwame? Yes. Sure. So he's like, I'm going to go ahead and remove these from you, and it's going to take 24 hours to do that. I'm also going to give you a credit because you shouldn't have to be transferred to 4,000 times because I told him already 4,000 times I was transferred. And he was like, you shouldn't have to be transferred that many times and not get, an answer when it was clearly put in there. I said, you know why? It was clearly put in there because white people were reading it back to me, and that was the problem. And I thank you, brother King, for doing this for me. I really appreciate it. He was like, not a problem. You have a wonderful day. I was like, you too. So AT&T, that representative, I'm not going to say his name, but I did call back and give him a 5-star.
Oh, another one.
Yeah.
The woman, the black woman that.
Oh, no, that was for a different situation.
Okay.
But I did call back and give him a 5-star. Black people handling shit. Because I had another situation that Miss Free just brought up where people were fucking with my goddamn account and talking about I didn't have HBO. I have HBO. Okay? I know I have HBO. I specifically wanted HBO. And it took a sister to bring it down and fix the situation and save their asses again from losing another goddamn customer. So let me tell you something. The moral of story is that black women and black people will keep you sane for the most part. Okay, so that was my AT&T story. I just think that we need to do better. AT&T, Spectrum, all y'all corporations need to do better. And now that you guys got a huge tax break, I'm sure you can do better at this point in time. So you better be paying your employees a lot better so they can do better and know better and fix your shit because I'm tired of it. Because if one more thing happens, I'm sending letters. I'm calling each and every one of y'all supervisors and cussing all y'all in tier 3. Think I'm playing. I know how the damn call centers work. All right, I'm fine.
Well, that was Kwame's Corner, a.k.a. the Vin session.
I just don't understand why we can't just have nice things. I don't understand it. Like, why does it have to be a problem every time that I have a company that I'm paying for? I am paying you. You should be doing well. Right. This is not a problem. You are a multi-million-dollar company. You own half of the fucking world. AT&T. Now that you took over a goddamn DirecTV, fix it.
Yeah. Well, that was our show.
Yes.
You know, if you want to write a letter,
Yes.
where can I go?
You can go to www.entertheblaze.com and go to our listener section.
Oh, it's a link.
Oh, yes.
Link.
Yes, you can go. Oh, you can use the direct link, which is www.entertheblaze.com/listen to letters.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why I was like, listen to letters.
Yes, but if you ever forget the link and you don't know the
Just go to the
backslash,
website.
just go to the website. It's entertheblaze.com. You can also find us on Twitter at entertheblaze.
Into the Blaze, everything.
As well as Facebook, which is Enter the
Into the
Blaze.
Blaze, yes.
Alright? But don't forget to also check out our Mother Network, which is coming up on its 1-year anniversary in January 5th of 2018.
Wow.
Yes, 1 year. It's going to be a 1-year anniversary for Pirate Media Network, and definitely check out the new shows that are coming up, which will be announced next month for the new year, as well as all of the cool stuff. And I believe the website is getting upgraded, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely check all that stuff out. Also check us out. We will be returning back the week of January. We're recording January 11th, so I think that Friday. So the second week of January is when we're coming back, but we're going on a winter break.
A vacation.
we need a break, but we appreciate you guys' love, dedication, support. And we have very, very big things coming up in 2018. We are very excited for them. A lot of growth, a lot of busyness. I know I'm going to be super busy, so I don't know if I'm going to have time to date. So there's that. Miss Free, you doing good in that area. Anyway. Hotation station. Anyway, so.
They don't need to know my business.
No, they don't know. So,
I appreciate y'all, but y'all need to be all up in the plate. Don't even know the flavor.
Yes, but thank you guys so much for supporting us, and we're looking forward to our 2nd year anniversary next year, July.
Yeah.
Yes, July. Oh my God.
It's going to be here in a millisecond.
Yes, I feel it.
The way this year went by.
Girl. Well, I think this year went by fastest because we needed it to go faster. Shit was going down. Woo! So we just need to get to November of 2018 so we can get these motherfuckers out of the office. So yes. Keep doing what y'all got doing. You guys stay blessed, stay black, stay loved. Keep
Love y'all.
being awesome. We will see you guys on the other side of 2018.
Bye.
Peace out.